Well, hello everyone, and welcome once again to KingPittdawg Racing. Right now, we are going to have a practice lobby for the Daytona road course races this weekend, the doubleheader weekend. We're going to open the MIATA room for tonight's racing. Right around, I'm probably looking right around 7 o'clock to get that open, then we can get some practice. Hope to have drivers meeting about 8 o'clock and hopefully get going by 8:15 with qualifying. And then we're running 4 races tonight in the MIATA Challenge, and that will be 4. I think we're going to go with 18 lap races, and unless we'll take a little bit of a vote on it. I mean, it doesn't make a huge difference in the overall race because I don't think anybody's going to have to really pit or anything, so we'll see how that goes out. But right now I'm going to go get the lobby room open, so it'll be about a 45-minute final practice session here for Daytona, or at least a practice session. I guess I shouldn't say final because I'm going to have one up tomorrow as well. So right now I've got the Mustang. I added some power to that and got it right at the max. So let's head in there and I will get the lobby opened up, and anybody be able to come in. I will not be on the track right away. Got some things to wrap up here, getting everything ready, but I think I will be out probably within the next 15 to 20 minutes. So let's open up the room for Daytona, and anybody who's going to be racing can come on and do some final tweaks, figure out what car you want to drive, Saturday, Sunday. Tonight, again, it's the MIATA Challenge. We're at Scuba, and we're going to be running 4 races. First race based on qualifying, each race after that inverted, each field. And I'm thinking we're going to do 18 laps. We originally had 12, but that isn't enough at Scuba, so we might just settle on 20 laps. But I'll talk to everybody and see what they think once we get in. So here we go and get this room set up, load the settings, Daytona road course. I got to make sure everything's right. Let's see, practice, qualifier, race. So we're just going to do practice here. Everything's set. Make sure everything's set up here on the weights. So those who don't know and want to jump in late here for tomorrow's racing and Sunday's racing, we've got a 900 pp room limit, which is going to give you, it's almost like a BOP. I set the max power output at 900 horsepower. I don't think anybody will really be at that to get that under 900 pp. So minimum weight's 2255. I set that to keep these lightweight cars from having too much of an advantage. Again, I'm trying to do my own BOP and being allowed to run 2 divisions at Daytona. So we're going to run Group 1 and Group 3. Group 3 limits are pretty simple, 775 pp, 550 horsepower, and a 2775 minimum weight. So that should be everything set up. I'm going to create the room, and anybody can come in that's on. I will make a note here real quick. Where's it at? There we go. PlayStation app. All right, so we got the Daytona Road Course practice lobby open. So just to take a review of anybody who's just joining, hasn't seen this before, this is pre-race here for the MIATA Challenge tonight. We're going to be running the Mazda MIATA touring car with a specific spec. It's the Mazda MIATA touring car challenge, touring car challenge championship that we ran in the late summer. I guess it was kind of through the summer. And that spec is up on not only videos that you can find here if you scroll down, but you can also find it, the specs. I think I've posted it on we've got a Facebook group for this series. It is HECS, so if you just type HECS Holiday Exhibition Challenge Series, the HECS series as we're calling it. We will there's all the information you need on there. We have revised some of the rules. I will put up before the races. I'll be putting up finalized rules, and we'll see how things go there. So. I also have some things up at KevinP_KPD on my Instagram. It's a little harder to do on Instagram because it's just easier to do it on the Facebook group for posting it for me. But I'm gonna actually probably jump out here and get that done right now. So I'll put up the what this is. Practice for Daytona road course event this weekend. And you see Kyle jumping in there. Group 1, Group 3. Oh, you shitting thing. Pardon my French. I tried to use my keyboard. Alright, that should summarize everything for everybody. I'm going to try to make an Instagram post. And Kyle's got the 919 hybrid there, you can see.
Was a pit.
Hey, how's it going, Nook?
Dailies are not very friendly this week.
I've been hearing that. I've stayed away from them. All right, so those just joining or watching this on a replay, I just want to do a quick recap of what we've done so far. This is the Holiday Exhibition Challenge Series, brought to you by KingPittdawg Racing. I have developed this series as a way to fill in this time between all the other series being off, and then, of course, they opened up the manufacturer series after I did this. We also have the Winter Series starting on January 15th through PRGSim Motorsports, so keep an eye out on those. Those will probably be Sunday afternoon races, early evening here, around 5 p.m. Central Standard Times when we get the room opened up for that. That's brought to you by PRGSim Motorsports, Steve Sanders, who's running that. And then so I developed this as a way to kind of fill in the space, and then I kind of expanded it from there. It was going to be about 4 races, but there's some things I wanted to do, and it seemed like fun. So what we've done, I put a series of races together here at different tracks. Most of the ones that were pretty popular tracks. I wanted to keep it so where people didn't have to spend a lot of time practicing. This Daytona event here is basically the middle part race of the season. That'll be Saturday and Sunday, and I'm calling it the 22 to 23 24 hours of Daytona. It is basically 2 races, 44 laps per race. We're going to have 2 groups of cars running. This will be a good experiment to see how two groups can run together, and that I am giving the same amount of points for both groups. So basically the way I'm going to do it is however many cars we have running total. If say we get 10 cars and there's 4, we're going to start at 10, because the way the Holiday Exhibition Series points work is each race, because I didn't want people to feel obligated they have to run every race, because we run multiple races at most events. Each race gets race points, and then there's overall event points. So tomorrow, the overall event points will go to the to the Group 1 and Group 3 winners, and then we will have the points take down from there. And again, it'll be total cars running points. It's a 2 times point and 2 times event point. So basically, it's like 2 races running side by side with each other, but I'm using the total car count, so everybody will be able to get the maximum points possible at this event. I want a lot of people attending these events. The season's going to culminate on January 14th, one day before we start the Winter Series on that Saturday, with the Daytona 200, again brought to you here by KingPittdawg Racing, and that is going to be a 200-mile event. It'll be 80 laps with stage racing. Cautions, we'll be using front engine, rear drive, Group 3 cars, as close as I can get it to NASCAR style racing. for the Daytona oval. Now, initially when I posted things, I posted that I was going to have lip spoilers, but you can't put the lip spoilers on the Group 3 cars, so that was something I hadn't checked yet. But as we get closer to that event, I will put up those stands. But that's the one I would love to see a full field at. That would be an absolute blast having a full field, and so we'll see how that works out. I'm hoping, I'd love to see at least 12 to 14 cars there, but if we could get 16, that would be just astronomical. So anybody watching that knows anybody that likes NASCAR style racing, again, we're going to do stage racing there, so we're going to have a pace lap. We're going to qualify the field based on speed, single car qualifying, and then we're going to have a one-lap pace lap, and then we'll run 15 green flag laps, and at the end of lap 16 we'll have a 2-lap caution where you can come in and pit, and then we're also going to going into stage 2, you don't have to pit that stage. I think you'll be able to go on fuel, and then stage 2 we will give out we will have, that would be 25 laps. So the idea is we get the field all the field comes across the line. There will be wave arounds, and we're going to have, also I'm going to put into place there a choose rule. So on the back stretch, before you come back to the green, by about the bus stop area, we're going to have everybody choose which lane they want to be in. So if two people are working together, they can be one first and third, and then somebody can move up alongside there to be outside, or vice versa, inside outside. So we'll see how that works out. I'm hoping it'll be something good. It would be something I would like to do, that particular race. Would like to do like once a month or something, So hopefully we get a lot of good feedback on that. And I can, I'll just have the room available. So this is also, I love this Daytona infield that they added in, and so that's why I definitely wanted to have this event. So recap of what we did. Round 1 was, we actually had an opening night where we just kind of did a free night. I think we ran about 4 races that night. First race was at Red Bull in Group 4 BLP, and that one was. That was no points in that event. That was just for fun, and then whoever won the race got to choose what track we did next. So we did about 4 races that night, and then the first opening night was actually at Laguna Seca in the Radical SR3. That event was an absolute blast. I think I won one of those races, and then had some pretty good finishes. So I left the first round with the points lead, and I can recap all that right now. I just flipped back too far, so now I gotta find the beginning. Okay. Yeah. So round 1. After round 1, we had let's see. Round 1, Nook won a race. He won, I think, the first race. Then race 2 was won by me, and then race 3 was won by Ramsey. So each of us had a victory. Ramsey was a fast qualifier. So after the first event, we had myself in the points lead at 52, Nook with 48, then Ramsey 37, and Steve Mann, Judge, and Zippy all tied for 5th place. But Ramsey actually had the tiebreaker with the victory, so he actually was in 3rd place. And then we had Hendrick Man, and then Zoda attended there. So we went on to round 2. Round 2, let's see, here we go. I got 2 score sheets I'm using, so I can go back and forth and use them here. So This is round 3, is round 2. Okay, round 2 was, Barcelona. That was on Christmas Eve, and that was in the Group 3 cars, BOP. That one was pretty well dominated. Mason Roach came in and ran those 3 races. He set fast qualifying, won the first race, started in the back, and finished 3rd in the second race, and then started 3rd from back and won the 3rd race. So after round 2, we had a little bit different standings going on there. Now that changed things around. So after round 2, we had. Let's see. Let me get this down here. Yeah. So after round 2, oh, that's round 3. Where's round 2 standings? Hang on. Sorry, guys. I thought I had this all in order. Oh yeah, here's the standings after round 2. Okay. I just flipped over that page, I guess. So after round 2, we had looked like Nook in the lead with myself in second, Judge in third, Man Tennessee in fourth, Zippy. Now Steve Mann, at that point, him and Zippy were tied for the standings. Then Ramsey, Hendrick Mann, Mason jumped all the way up after that, and then we had Zoda, and then Graham ran that race. That was his first race. So we moved on to round 3. And in round 3, we had two races at two. Yeah, we had 2 races for round 3, and that was Christmas Day. And that was Brands Hatch. And that was won by Ramsey. He won the overall event. He had he had 2 fast qualifiers. That was 2 qualifying races and 2 races. Or 2 qualifiers and 2 races. And Ramsey won the first he got fast qualifying, and then I won the first race, and then Ramsey won the second race with another fast qual. So after round 3 in our current standings is myself in the lead with 98 points, Nook in second with 94 points, Ramsey catapulted himself up to 3rd place with 89 points. Then Keith has 83. Now Keith missed one of the races, but he still got had an average finish higher, so a pretty good average finish. So he had a decent bonus points there for that. And then Zippy, then Hendrick Mann, then Steve Mann. Now Hendrick Mann, John has the tiebreaker because him and Steve Mann are currently tied at 75 points. So then Graham, because he's attended more races now, has jumped over Mason Roach. They both have 44 points, and then Zoda with 42. So hopefully Zoda was having some internet problems. So I hope he can get on here and contribute, race with us this weekend. So it looks like we got 4 guys out here for practice right now, including myself. And it looks like two Group 3 cars. And then Ramsey's out there in the Group 1. So again, those of you, when you're running Group 1, I would strongly suggest going in. You're going to have power restrictor and you're going to have power restrictor and ballast, probably to make the weight. So what I would suggest doing, putting S tires on, and then start adjusting and try to maximize the amount of performance points you can get up to that 900 number. Now, what I've done with the GR010 hybrid is I added the medium RPM turbocharger. Pardon me.
I thought we were running to Cuba today.
We are. I'm just putting this up, Nook. I'm just putting this practice up until 7, and then I'll open the scuba room, and then I'll start my official stream for the scuba race right around 7:30. This is just a pre-race stream right now, just to kind of give everybody an idea what's going on, those who might want to race with us. I'm also, tomorrow morning early, I'm going to do another short video just to go over the requirements, so that people that want to come in late will be able to just look at that video real quick, and they'll be able to go in and do whatever they need to do to their cars. Again, just so people know that are watching the stream that are running, remember your transmission settings for Group 1, we've adjusted that to, I never made that announcement either. We were doing it on the thing, on the practice last night, the chat. So, for tomorrow's Daytona race, the final settings we settled on for the transmission settings, the 300 for the Group 3 is perfect. We bumped it up to 350 for the Group 1 cars, because they were screaming coming down the straightaway. So we want to try to give those cars a little bit chance to get a little bit more speed without feeling like you're going to blow the thing up. So so that's that. I am going to take a quick break here. In about 5 minutes, I'm going to come on and start doing some actual practice myself. So give me a few minutes here. I got to make some final preparations for tonight's MIATA race. I've got my score sheets ready. I've got everything set on there. The only thing I want to ask people when I come in to the chat here in a little bit is, if you're thinking about this, tell me what you think we should run at Scuba. I'm thinking 18 or 20 laps. I'm kind of leaning towards 20. But we can also just stick with 15, which is what I think I've got the room set at right now. And it's a grid start. Again, that's the MIATA. But it's hard to pass there. So it sometimes can take a couple laps. So I'm thinking if we got people, we might need a few more laps. Plus, I wanted tire wear to be kind of an issue, so that people have to conserve a little bit. And all right, man, sounds good. Again, Zip, I've just got a practice lobby up here for Daytona, just until about 7, and then I'll close that down and open up the MIATA room. And this is just a pre-race stream. I'm gonna start at my official stream at about 7:30. So I'm gonna take a quick little break here, get my last minute stuff done here, and you guys go ahead and have at the track there, and I'll be back here in just a few minutes. Alright, everyone, I'm back. Alright, I'm going to get out there and run a few laps myself. I'm going to watch the clock here. I want to set the MIATA room up in about 10 minutes. I want to see what... Looks like somebody's dragging pretty bad out there. As we fade into the evening on Daytona Beach, Florida. So it looks like he's going to be right about where we're all running, right about 147, 148. Yep. Alright, let's see what I can do in the Mustang here. Oh, just got to get the wheel up. Alright, those just joining, welcome to YouTube, KingPittdawg Racing. We're here tonight, actually for the MIATA Challenge, but this is a practice lobby. Got a few more minutes left here in the practice lobby. This is for our weekend event, which is a doubleheader Daytona road course, 44 laps. Right now we're in the Group 3 Mustang, and we got two groups running this weekend here at Daytona. Whoa, 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 it did not stick. Whoa! Oh, typical Mustang here. Get some heat in these tires. Again, we'll be going live at 7:30 roughly Central Standard Time with the MIATA Challenge here. We're going to be running 4 races at Scuba in the Mazda MIATA touring car with our spec MMTCC spec. You can look at my videos to find that if you want to run. And I haven't decided 100% on the amount of laps here, so we're going to talk to everybody and see what they all think. What's this? Hey, what's up, Steve? Man, this thing is sketchy. Alright, we'll see how deep we can take this thing into the bus stop back here in the backstretch. I like to count in the corner kind of high and cut it down as we go across the out of turn 4 here. I ran almost exactly what Nook ran. Now I put a low RPM torque supercharger on this thing, so. Whoa, that was almost too much. See if we can send it a little deeper into the bus stop this time. As we fade into night here at Daytona. That was a little slower. Ah, dang it. She broke loose. I should have went to third gear. This is probably my last lap here.
My time was a bit high because I slowed down for passing GR1 cars. My new best is a 1 minute and 45.6 seconds.
Nice. I think I ran a 146.1 in the Supra. That's the fastest I think I had. In the Group 3. I ran a 131.0, I think, in the Group 1s, if I'm remembering right.
To get adjustable trans?
Yeah, because you got to run it at 300. That's the spec. For the Group 3. It's 350 for the Group 1, and I think you got to buy the fully customizable for both of them so that we can get that setting. That's the only way I can BLP these cars is set it like that, and then the horsepower limits and the PP limits.
Plan on using GR1.
Okay. And 146.7, so... Yeah, so I mean, they're all pretty even. I mean, I'm running within 3/4 of a second on all my cars, so... Alright, so that is it for this practice session. I'm going to go ahead, while I'm on this stream here, we're going to open up the MIATA room. See if Kyle is still out there. I want him to be able to finish his lap if he's on one. Oh, no, he's not. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and close the room down, and we'll pop back up here in just a moment with the MIATA room. All right. I'm going to move it to 18, and we'll talk to everybody and see what we got. So we got HCS MIATA Challenge. I think that's a good number. So 5-minute qualifying, and we're gonna have everything is as real as possible. The PP limit on this car is 634, max power is 239, and the minimum weight is 1753. You can run whatever tires you want, but I think you'll be fine on softs as long as you don't destroy them. Wall collision penalty I've been putting off. Shortcut penalties are weak, and I keep the pit lane penalties off because those are just stupid. So the room is up, and this will be for practice for about an hour here, and then we'll get things going with qualifying, hopefully by about 8:15 Central Standard Time here. So it just hit 7 o'clock here. I'm at the Central Time Zone in the U.S., so anybody wanting to race, I'm going to go post that the MIATA room is open.
MIATA. Oops, MIATA race is tomorrow.
No, MIATA race is tonight. This is the room, the official room for it. And the Daytona races are tomorrow and Sunday. Sunday.
Daytona tomorrow.
Daytona tomorrow. That's right.
Outstanding.
All right, guys. Room is up. Got my score sheets all ready. This is an easy one. At least while the race is on. So all I gotta do is invert the field from the bottom up. I know Eric was going to try to get on here, so he might be about an hour before he can get in. Okay, cool. Thanks, Keith. Thanks for getting that up for us. All right, so those joining us when we run this race tonight, it's a pretty simple simple setup here. We're going to run qualifying and run the first race based on the qualifying order, fastest first, and then each subsequential race after that is going to be inverted field. So if you have a mess up, it's okay. You'll be probably starting in the front in the next race. So 4 races tonight. I set the room at 18 laps. I think that's a good number. I originally said 15. But I think 18 gives everybody a chance. These are only 55 to 58 second laps here, so it's pretty short. Even 18 is an 18 lap, less than an 18-minute race because it's grid start. We don't have a pace lap, so. So again, anybody wants to join the Daytona race, I'm really pushing to try to make big fields at these Daytona races. I'm hoping to have at least 10 cars. Tomorrow I'd love to have 5 and 5, 5 Group 1, 5 Group 3 at the minimum. We'll see how that goes. I know people are busy. I know it's New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, but hopefully we'll get a nice field, and that'll add to the points for everybody. So. I think for right now, I'm going to go ahead and head out here and do a little practicing. So you guys will be with my car, and I'm going to join the overall chat, and I will be running this until about a few minutes before 7:30, and then I'll end this stream, and then we will actually start the official race stream probably a little bit after 7:30. I want to do a couple of announcements. So I'm going to go ahead and get out there and make sure I got everything set. We are good. So here we go. Woo! Whoa! Oosh! Oof. Reset.
All these races, King.
Hey, I understand, man. I knew that's what was going to happen with this being over the holidays. Too deep that time.
Should have just brought my paw for a long LOL.
I know you gotta be itching to race, because I would be. I can put together a full lap here. Still too deep there. Need to brake a little harder before I enter. She pushed out a little bit there.
Dude, you have no idea.
I had to burp it just a little bit there. A little too much again.
And barely used January 8th of fuel.
January 8th.
Will be on soon. Just got back from town.
No problem, man.
Is anyone else talking? Cause I can't hear anyone but you.
Oh, really? Oh, you know what? No, I'm not in the chat, actually. He just made me realize that. Hey guys, I didn't realize I wasn't on.
Fine, just be that way.
Steve goes, I can't hear anybody else. I go, yeah, it's because I'm not in the chat.
Did you want to add some more fuel where?
No, I wasn't going to worry about fuel. I wanted to make it so that we wouldn't have to worry about fuel, but if you guys want, I'll be flexible, whatever you guys want to do. I wanted a little tire wear to come into play, that's why I bumped it up to 18 laps. But
a little tire wear and a little fuel. More realistic.
Yeah, because I'm at 8 and I'm not 8th, a January 8th. The bot said, a January 8th of fuel. I was like, what? And Zippy's in.
Zippy-yi-yo-ki-yay.
Yeah, you just want to do the tire wear so I can test my my full tire wear escapades from the last time.
Yeah, that was interesting, huh?
I still think it's a glitch because to me there's no way it should have been able to do that. I should have been just sliding all over the place, and I was still running 58s and 59s with complete tire wear on my front right, and then front left. So I'm pretty sure it's a glitch.
Are you running the Nations tomorrow, Pitt?
Probably not.
I'm not sure if I'm going to run it either. After I lost my A+ rating running the manufacturer series.
Oh no.
Well, you ain't won it anyway.
Yeah. So I don't know if I'm gonna mess with it or not. I'm not sure about tomorrow's races or Sundays. I'm not gonna be able to run it all. I don't think it's. I got visitors coming over Sunday for sure.
I got you.
Tomorrow. Well, I didn't have a problem with punting or anything like that until the last race. All my other races, you know, I ran 3 races in the morning, and I think I ran 2 in the afternoon. And my problem is that I kept starting at I couldn't get a better starting position, and I couldn't do any better. So by starting at the back and finishing in the back, I kept losing my DR rating. So I ended up losing it. And then the last race, I was still ended up in the back, but then this guy had come out of the pit, and we stayed side by side going through the first few corners, and I guess it pissed him off, but I didn't just let him go. And he wrecked me out, so I just quit. I normally don't quit races, but we were on like the last 4 or 5 races, and I was already near the back anyways, and so I just said, hell with it. I just like I said, I normally don't quit races.
Yeah, me neither, but I've done a few.
And tonight is my wife and I's 33rd anniversary.
Wow.
I know yours was recent too, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, Steve Mann had his.
It was his.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a special supper here in just a little bit. Hopefully it'll be here by the time I have time to eat. But for our anniversary, we're having some chicken. Boss chicken.
Yeah, we should start getting a little tire wear in by the end of the 18 laps. I think it'll be decent. Where it'll.
I'm gonna have a lot of tire wear.
Make it interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a bit of tire wear. I'm gonna keep up with Keith.
Now the question is, do I keep the Marlboro livery or do I look for a cooler one?
What's cooler than a Marlboro livery?
I know, right?
Maybe a KingPittdawg livery.
Camel
This race
toe
is brought to you by Marlboro cigarettes. What was I going to say? Brought to you by Marlboro cigarettes, the cigarette company where the Surgeon General means nothing. And then don't forget about John Deere. New in 2023, all John Deere tractors have a self-destruct mode if you try to fix it yourself. So make sure to bring it to your John Deere retailers. And by PittDawg Smokers. Why taste the meat when you can taste the heat?
Our barbecue's made of real dogs.
So what time are we going to start again?
Probably be about 8 o'clock here Central Time. Get everything rolling. I'm going to start my stream about 7:30.
It's 6:30. So we got about 30 minutes then?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably about. I'm probably going to start qualifying right around 10 after, quarter after.
It wasn't a heavy rain, it was like...
Happy anniversary, Keith.
Steve says, happy anniversary, Keith.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. And just let you know, she kept me.
anniversary.
I'm like at one camera. I didn't even know I could do that.
What's that?
I'm at one camera and it's letting all the cars go by and spectating. Oh, you know what? I think it's because Nook... I was on Nook and his car was in one spot.
Good Cameron here.
Alright guys, I'm going to end my stream, so I'm going to step away from the chat here for just a minute, end the stream I got going for the pre-race, and set up the official race stream, and I'll be back on in a few minutes.
Yes, sir.
Alright everybody, as they continue to run practice here, I'm going to go ahead and shut this stream down, and I'll get the official MIATA Challenge stream up here within the next 10 minutes. And so hang tight. Check back with me once we get this new one up. I will see you in a few. Until then, as always, KingPittdawg.